Morgan again. Colgate, quarters, face, sky high, cake, mustard, hits the north with thrusters. Take it up, step aside the center with a back to back music. The side can go high, can like, show me your best like crystal. Twist your head so low, like a camera, so keep me in Morgan again. Colgate, quarters, face, sky high, cake, mustard, hits the north with thrusters. Take it up, step aside the center with a back to back music. Back to back music. Morning rays, years and cranes, turn to the west, honest, there wasn't a dream, Bell Society, unity, cornet and spinning and sound clouds, floating home, dragged by the power of the dream, the power is yet unknown. Morning rays, years and cranes, turn to the west, honest, there wasn't a dream, Bell Society, unity, cornet and spinning and sound clouds, floating home, dragged by the power of the dream, the power is yet unknown. for you. Now I'm ready to dive in, taking some milk for sure, 'cause this is way I am.
Well, hello everyone. What do you know, duo? Dropping Cadril a sub. Thank you very much, duo. Glad to have you all in here. We are going to be watching some rats today. Hopefully in short order. Also live over on EMEA's chat. As ever, good to see you, Rogue Vocaloids. Fingers crossed all things go well. I cannot currently. I'm Faker. Wow. I've got Cadril and Faker sub to my channel now, guys. By force, if by nothing else. Yeah, can't come. Way bigger than it should be. Oh, I think things got messed around with. 1 second. That's really weird. Oh, not inverted, thanks. More like it. Oh my days. And Pyoshik as well, hilarious. Why have I suddenly got double notifications up as well? This is very odd. Hang on. I don't need that on here as well. Yeah, things got moved around because I changed monitor setups. I think things ended up moved from where they should have been. Yeah, I had a feeling that was Pyoshik. Thank you very much for that. Thank you yesterday as well, also to Mecha Fanboy for gifting some subs as well over to Monty's. I love you all very much for that. But yeah, can't put on the clean feed quite yet because there's some audio checks stopping running. But basically, they're running some audio checks. I can't bring up the clean feed quite yet. But thank you very much for that. I had to come back yesterday. Oh, thank you, Vocaloid. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. And you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. I'll be all over the place. Obviously, do a lot of work with the Nivea as well, so you can find us there as well. Do a lot with the work with Nymera over on his Twitch on YouTube as well. So you can find me in multiple locations. So I appreciate the support. But yes, we'll be more LR stuff today. Actually, I can't see. That's probably more correct. There we go. Camera resets if he goes back in, so I have to kind of zoom it back in again. But thank you, Joe. It does keeping me afloat over here. Timer up. Where is the? There's a multi. So they've got a multi timer somewhere that basically allows you to track when things are happening. I've also set the kettlebell. I want to make sure my tea is actually brewing. It'd be very awkward if it wasn't. I'll be right back. One second. There we go. Nice TFT, alright. I probably want to think about doing that actually. So yeah, I just try to check where the multi-timer is. Where is the multi? Hmm. Where art thou? Not what I need. Where is the multi-timer? There it is. Okay, 2 minutes until champion select. Right, so we got 2 minutes to play with, guys. I want to co-stream an SI solo queue. I know, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Let me get some social media-y stuff done. And we can go from there, because I have got to do a little bit of that whole social media-y thing. People, I like how some wouldn't mind both streaming with you, not quite a co-stream, but it's technically a one. It's technically one, so that's very true. Hello, Mac. Can I am. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn the blur off. Blur rather on. I've got. Where art thou? Where's the camera takey thingy? There it is. My hair's a mess today. Good grief. There we go. And there we go. Hey, local bro moment. Good to see you. So, Champ Select is live on the hour, I believe. Hey, oh my days, we've got a little hype train. That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for the resub. And thank you for the resub, Mecha, as well. Oh my days, that's quite cool. So why am I getting the notification down there? And then not up here? That's very weird. Oh, we're getting double notifications. Awkward. I don't think I need that notification, actually. But yeah, thank you very much for the resub, guys. Really appreciate it. Much, much, much love. Right, how long have we got? Hey, thank you for the follow. Getting double notifications. I don't need double notifications. There we go. It should just be the one now. Hopefully that's just the one. Hey, thank you very much. Keep on. We got. Oh, what did we get in the hype train? Got a spills the tea emote. Spill the tea emote. I quite like that. That's quite fun. That's a fun emote. I can get behind that. I need this one. Hey, where is it gone? Is it down? How did it end up down there? That's wild. Okay. I have to drag the window from my browser all the way down. I can't spell. There we go. And we're in, I think. So with that in mind, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. this, we should get this up and running. No? Well, that's still not there. Unfortunate. Gonna reload. In feed, come back to me. They've had an auto chess battle. I've not seen that yet. Yes, there we go. Camp select. That's what we're after. Unmute that. And move some things around, eh? That's more like it. Right. Now let's see what's going on. What have you been sending me, Mecha? Remind me after the game. What time of the game's now? Yeah, basically there is a timer that we get, like a multi-timer saying when all the games are variously happening. Obviously LR over on red side. Are we live tomorrow for LPL? Absolutely will be. Absolutely will be. Please do come and support us over on Nymea's Twitch channel and the YouTube as well. Look at Neferi, Silas, and Silas got some very good ults to steal. These are all good ults. Do some background stuff as well, right? That thing where I'm going live on various things. Just make sure I've done my live post and we'll have a bit of a chat about where this draft is going. Where's the one? Go. Right, so Galio's in, probably for Baus. Close the door a second as well. Who's that Nymeria guy? I mean, who knows? No one related to me, absolutely. That brightness a bit. Got a 3-star under to stack Warmogs on him. Nice. Nice. Good work. There comes the Galio, but so let's second phase bans. It's the Alistair, it's the Xayah. Kai'Sa gets picked up. It probably means they're going to look for a Nautilus, potentially last. But Reckless, unless they want to flex the Galio down. But hey, Barcelona have gone for a... They've gone for quite a... How do I put it? They've gone for quite a pick-oriented comp. Right? You want to be getting the Ahri and the Vi to jump on a key target and do it before the Galio comes in. Ballista Renata gives a lane to play through for the Ahri Vi. So the idea is you take that mid jungle, you take it bot, snowball with the Ahri, with the Ballista Renata, then take it into objectives where you've got a Cho'Gath and a Callista for as additional secures for any objective. So you should take every objective you're on, basically. LR got themselves a dive comp. They lock in this Nico. Nico and Kai'Sa and Neferi and Silas are all great homing beacons for the Galio to go in on. Why is Barca trying to fearless Baus out? They're not really. They're just taking it, but it's just a happy benefit that the Vi and the Cho'Gath also happen to be part of Baus's champion pool. And I would argue that there is still a world where you can attack Baus's champion pool. You just maybe haven't seen a team good enough to do it properly. But I still think there's an angle where that works, so I'll be interested to see how it tracks. Why is how am I going to give Tech Mech's number 1 spot? Really? Ridiculous. move my things around. Oh, thank you for that. Yankos is now following it. Amazing. Thank you for the Yankos sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. So, basically, Barca need to get their bot lane rolling, preferably with the assistance of their mid jungle, and then they can play around objectives with their insane objective security. For LR, they didn't go towards the Nico. Nico probably would have been better in the end, but hey, Rakan's a bit more mobile. Whatever. I think you could have said it for Zyra Khan later in the draft. But hey, it's fine still. It's a good engage option. It's a good Galio beacon. But basically, everyone goes diving, and you want to blow up that Kalista. You want to blow up that Ahri as aggressively and fast as you can, because your ability to go on the front foot is really good. You've got quite good response timers with the Galio and the Neferi, and even the Silas if they steal the right ult. So you've got some good... I don't like this Barca comp into LR. Yeah, it's... Both comps have very... they are good comps individually. It's going up against each other. It'll get quite interesting. I think if the Kai'Sa Rakan gets blasted in lane, then all is good for Barcelona. If it comes to mid-game things are even, it might have more trouble getting the picks they're at. Barbarians at the gate. Very good. Very good. Hello, Nivers. Good to see you. Right, let me get my tea from in the kitchen before we log into game properly. Give me a second.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions.
All right, on to the rift we go. I have tea. Delicious. Chili chai. Very nice. Add up. Oh. Namian Valley workshopping action on Echo mid jungle earlier on stream. You might see that later. That'd be fun. So what's the premise with that one, Rogue Vocal? Hey, Andrew, good to see you. Yeah, point and click can be a bit annoying to deal with on a Kalista. Yeah, it can be. I think Legolas yesterday, though, because we did watch Legolas, not yesterday, on Wednesday. We kind of saw him do a bit of that inting thing, where he was on the Zeri, died a lot, game got very late, they won, but it wasn't particularly clean stuff. Track that. Not over here. Do that. Oh, end of the world. Do it this way. Yeah, good shove from Whiting and Legolas early. Clowny's alright. Had to burn the barrier earlier. It's gonna suck. As far as we're concerned anyway. That'll be alright. Move some things around. There's a new wiki. Is there? It's a counter to an MR heavy team. They did it specifically against the Galley. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I can see the Akshan's really, really annoying with that one. Like, we had it wrong on the timing. Yeah, it should have been 5 PM dead, basically. Or 5 PM CST. Why is the... I mean, I suppose if you're going to do Akshan, you need an AP jungler, and the Echo is quite an interesting bomb. But why Echo over any other AP jungler? Is it just because of the, like, Akshan giving revives and Echo able to dive really hard? Because I assume they could both dive quite hard. But what's the thought process on the Echo? Are links disabled? Yeah, there's your permission. You got 60 seconds, Duo. Okay. Oh, there is a new wiki, isn't there? That's kind of cute. Huh. Fun. Well, good dive on the bot side, but largely survive, which is good news. They'd have to lose a wave here as a result, though, which kind of sucks. Have lane swapped out. Or distracted by WikiLink. Paying attention to fights. Velia got out to safety. Bounce. He's going to flash for the wave. Oh my go. I love this man. Go on. Want a ground pound too early. Does so now. Shielded round into the double taunt. Oh, that's nasty as hell. He's going to die anyway. Good work, Bouse. Gets the wave and goes 1 for 1. You're happy with that. Reckless is here. He doesn't want that. Yeah. Might help the wiki team move it to their website. Oh, that's kind of fun. Like 10% lower. Yeah, we can drop the volume. Wait a second. How's that? I've dropped the desktop audio a bit. I'm going to keep it up on mine because I want to be able to hear it. Yeah, is that better? You look like Baby No... I do look like Baby No Money, it's true. I get Baby No Cast all the time. It's... Baby No Euros. He's lowered the game sound. I have lowered it. Is this game 1? Yes, it is. Careful, lad. He's got damage. Nemesis steals the Spirit Rush. Nicely done. Junk. Perfect, thank you. No worries. Again, so what I'm hearing is not necessarily what you're hearing, because I've got my various faders and stuff at different points for the stream versus what I hear. Oh yeah. I think they can probably get this actually. Nice taunt. Yeah, White Knight's dead. He's using Bowser's skin against him. You can flash. I don't. Oh, Velia. Velia. Oh, that was bad. Fails his flash. Dark and daggers. That was really stupid from Velia. Needs to be really careful of the fear. Yeah, he can't kill him anymore. The dogs died for too much value. Oh, well, that was poor. What a dumb flash to give up then. He'll probably dive this now. But it leaves bot lane out. Bot lane is going to get dive now. Oh, wonderful rupture. Yeah, that sucks for us, but that was arena structure, and our bot side's in a lot of trouble. And you're going to lose the entire blue side quadrant. Velia is out of this game. Velia is out of this game. That is about as rough as it gets. Oof. He dives that choke, I thought jump him, and surprise, surprise, actually, that's exactly what happened. So, now out. Just check what I see. Gold lead's annoying. It's in some scary places is the problem, right? The Via's way ahead of this Neferi, who's given up a lot of gold they really shouldn't have. Bot side, in fairness, the Kai's doing a decent job of holding on. I think they did enough on the fail dive, so it's not to get a kill, but if he messes and go reset, yeah, exactly. But the problem is he lost like the entire blue side jungle, and then Vi gets to go over to these grubs, and we can't play for that. So we lose both sets of early objectives and a quadrant. So Velia has got a significant disadvantage. He's down a level. And they only got one of the grubs, so you know what? Might not be as bad as it could have been. The charm is good. Chocolate sidesteps the abduct. Yeah, that makes things a bit more interesting. Back on the grub to go, bounce on the flank angle. Reckless gets the ground entrance. Hero's entrance. Whiten will heal. Needs to run away. Does so. Gets the flash too. But that's actually quite a lot blown. Clowney's going to jump the Vi miles away. Oh, wonderful hostile takeover though. Nemesis stole his own, but it doesn't change all that much. And Legolas got the kill on the Callista as well with the Ren pull. Velia needs to build BKB on Neferi. Alright, Dota fan. No, you're going to suggest they start buying teleport scrolls and shroud themselves. Go for the long flank. We all know Dire has the advantage with this kind of comp though. Just better set up around Roshan. If Fury doesn't need to jump into early fights that much IMO, she does scale up. She's actually a very good early skirmisher. That's a nice pickup. Important that. Imagine Blink Dagger Rakan. I hate everything about that statement. Okay, Hound's Pursuit. Yeah, it was on cooldown anyway. Probably look to nab a Wolf or two here. I don't really want all of them. Don't stick around, Velia. Leave. Down 20 CS. Don't dive. He's going to die for this. Oh, Velia, are you sure about this, my son? Whiten's coming over as well. Please don't die for this. Oh, Velia, what was this decision-making? And you had Call of the Pack! Just use your W! You're going to have your own Raptors and stuff invaded now. They offer... Well, no, they're not respawn in time. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Velia, that was not great. LR needs to defend the high ground. Absolutely, they do, yeah. So, what was that teleport swap? Yeah. I've seen better moments. Top C9ing for kills. Oh, dear me. Are we getting Overwatch references now as well? I have Chocolate with Ari can win this map. Yes, I think he can. He's a very good Ari player. I think that they got Ari Vi, which could be very annoying. The Callistas have got an early lead of 1,000 gold. That's great news for Legolas. I do think Legolas, when we saw him on Wednesday, had a pretty rough Zeri game. I wasn't very impressed with the positioning. Baus is You're gonna get Baust? No, you got to away from this one for a second or two. Can you get the reset off in time? Thega's coming. Let him reset, okay. Bro is watching short. Am I? Yeah, just bored in the background. With my empty phone. Also good to see Billy Butcher. How's life outside of Compound V? How's Starlight doing these days? And our boy Huey. At least your viewers are viewers of culture. I mean, through that. All these different video games, very true. Quite nice getting some good stacks here at 7. That's not bad by 14 minutes, I don't think. You got one on a champion, which pushed him above where he needed to be, so that's fine. Finally just need to save this round and get his AWP. Very good. So yeah, gets the smite down. Brownie. Give it away. Flash failed. Didn't get the Q on it. Actually, that's going to give Brownie a lot of time. Thega absolutely fumbles that. That is awful. Hound's Pursuit. Legolas going to die now. Great flash from Velia. In comes the hero's entrance. Hostile takeover stolen by Nemesis. Yes. That is beautiful. White and flashed out, but a flash of the charm after. Into an abduct. That is going on a highlight reel. That was really clean. That was really clean. I hope we get a replay. I don't know whether we're going to get a replay because I've not always been hit a bit of a hit and miss about that. But I'm hoping we get a replay. Well, should hopefully just whack that Herald and be okay with it. Was a 180 turn of the game, big time. There's the gold lead we needed. The Fury's got 2 kills. Gold lead of the Callista's been halved. Ice is in a fine spot. Yeah, that was nice. Dragons in 135. We are going to need to play for that one. Because obviously Mountain Soul would be bad. And again, we've still got the issue that we're still into a Cho'Gath, we're still into a Callista. That the objective secure is very, very strong, especially if they're in the river first. And it's not like they're out of touch. They're not exactly out of control of this game. See what I mean? That's why they want previous EMEA, no mistakes like their enemies. I mean, they definitely make mistakes. Please don't. In fact, I would argue, there is an argument, that LR are arguably the least complete team to win a EMEA match. I don't want to say they are bad, that is wrong. I don't want to say they are not bad players or anything, that is also very, very wrong. They're very talented, very, very mechanically gifted players with some serious mid-game macro chops that have gotten them to very, very high highs. However, they have got serious flaws in the way they play the game. Got serious flaws in the way they are sometimes forced to drag. And that makes things quite tricky. But yeah, exactly. You know, you come to a mid game and you make a move like that, they will punish you in a way that most EMEA Master teams play. And that's very, very powerful. Yeah, Cho's great at objective control. I mean, Velia had the whole fell flash earlier. If that's not a mistake, I'm not sure what is. Yeah, well, exactly. And then he goes under turret and gets ruptured and feasted and dies. Like, it's not pretty. Okay. Here comes Dragon. Herald summoned as well. He's attacking them. That's hilarious. Living there to lane. Battle Herald. Hilarious. Faust and Cho'Gath trading out on the other side. They've got loads of Ren stacks. We don't win this on a straight fight. We need the fight after. Oh, they fumbled that. What did the Ren pull? Oh, dear. Barcelona have messed that one up significantly. Nemesis is going to die. Yeah, nice feast combo. Faust still isn't here. They're on the wrong side of the map, and Faust isn't coming. Faust is TPing top. What? He's going to let them all die. Okay, they're going to try and jump on Checkalout. He gets all over the wall. Yeah, this is LR are about to die a horrible death here. Yeah, there goes Crowny. Can they get Reckless and Velia out? Yeah, okay, they give the kill over to Legolas. Faust gets top turret. So it ends up being Dragon and turret for 2 kills. Probably worth for LR. Probably. Gold lead kind of goes back to even, so I think it's not as clean as they'd like. And I'm still not sure about that TP top. I think you could have fought that. LR is more popular than most LCS teams. I think LR is popular than most teams, period. It's a very popular team. Started up by one of the most popular creators in the industry, filled with players who are some of the biggest streamers / sports legends in the world. That is a team built to have following. I will be interested to see where this goes and sticks if... Can this be turned into a Carmine Core? Can this be turned into a Koi, a Mobstar Koi, GX or whatever, where you actually do get to keep a consistent fan base that is built by the region it's from and all those kinds of things that give it a long-term following and success? That I still need to see. I think it's got the angle for it. Got the potential for it. Caedrel certainly got the vision for it. But I need to see whether it actually turns into that. Alright, well, that's just going to be out of cards. Again, you don't outsmite a comp like that. This is still going to be a problem. Pretty significantly so, actually. I am not sure about this one. We'll see. Twitch link. Got to do my Instagram duties. Ooh, hang on, good pick. White in flashes, charmed up, he's dead. Ooh, I got Fate's Call. Nice. Hang on, do you want to jump? Can we burn their ults? Yeah, Legolas can't be there. Yeah, there's a feast on Nemesis. He could do a lot of work there. Ooh, Nemesis is dead. This is going to be a problem. Yeah. Chekala's going to go another charm. Gets it onto Reckless. This was always going to be an issue if we got to let them do the skirmishy thing. Okay. So, that's given them more of a gold lead again. Where are our items at? Yeah, even enough. Hey, Zarek, to see it. You got an APA Nasus. There you go. Do you think they go up a league or stay here? It depends, right? If they can get an LEC berth, I'm sure they'd take it. I find that unlikely off only 1 year, right? Because Riot are not going to want this hype team to come in, and then fumble their financials after they don't deliver on the promise of the viewership and stuff, and like paying people and a bad year and whatever, and then disappear in a year. Like, I think they are going to want, I suspect, and I don't know because I'm not in any of this, but I suspect that what's going to happen is Base Riot's going to say, cool, yes, we're interested, but we need to see you be a team successfully for a few years beforehand to kind of show some sustainability, basically. Baus is the backside. Let's talk about the fight first. Baus gets jumped on. So did Nemesis. He's dead. Yeah, we can't deal with this Cho'Gath, guys. Yeah, this game's over. LR are losing this one. Earlier they kind of found a trash can, like a stray cat though. I say this without my phone with full rank nature was insane talent. Yeah, I mean, very true. Yeah, he's the one non-superstar immediately off the start of things. So, Baron's about to spawn, and basically the part of the problem, they've now got Soul Point. They've gotten the gold lead. This Cho'Gath is a menace. This Ahri is a menace. The Kallista's in a really good spot. Our scaling is fine, but we are very, 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 very short range into Cho'Gath Renata. And then you go in and they go, all right, we've split off looking for a flank, and then Ahri go, cool, we're jumping on you then. So if we fail the initial burst, we are... what, 4? I mean, effectively 5 with how short-range Kai'Sa can be with this build. You're basically running 4.5 melees into a Renata... into a Renata Cho'Gath, with Callista able to hop around, who's got a wit's end now as well. Like, this is no easy game to play if you mess with your flank angles or don't get the engages correct. Yeah, here we go on a Baron. And again, if they're on the objective first, they force you to fight. Nemesis at least hijack the feast. Evens it up a little bit. It is going to be a flip. Oh, here comes that one. He stole it! Oh my god, Nemesis flash feasted. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Do they get anyone in return? No, hang on. It's going to get a bit ugly on the retreat. That's going to be Baus dying, I think. He's gone bloody AP Cho'Gath again, hasn't he? I bet you. Vega survives. Actually did kill off the Callista. Hang on, Crowning needs to not be in range to get munched on by White Knight, but still keep ordering. Ooh, needs to watch that rupture a bit better. Checolad has flash, won't make for anything more. Okay, not bad, actually. 3 for 2, and we stole the Baron. That is an insane feast smite. That is an insane feast smite. Good work with the flash. What can we do with this? So the thing is... still got to deal with Baron in 2 minutes. The Baron gives a reprieve, brings us back to even-ish. But you've got a death cap on Ahri, 3.5 items of Glycerol. Like, it's no easy feat yet. At least we are matching items well enough. Baus needs to be a bit wary here. This AP Cho'Gath is going to die a horrible death here. Rocket Belt. Yeah, he's dead. Redemption's going to come on in, but he's just dead. He's just not tanky enough. He can't frontline. Nice pick off on the side lane. These guys are so used to being down to bottom. There is that. Hey, True Dominable. Good to see you as well. Immaculate Curse, though. Very much so. Can't get the turret. A bit annoying. The RE-Vi are still very annoying, and we probably do need to reset at this point to set up around the dragon, because we can't give Mountain Soul. Like, that Mountain Soul to a 11-stack Cho'Gath. Blech. Callista's also going to start buying a lot more resists at this point. He's already got the Wit's End. Once you get to Terminus, a lot more resists there. You got increasing amount of resists on the Vi. Like, there's a lot here that makes you go, that sounds like a miserable time, so don't allow that to happen. Cloud has to ult before the fight. Reckless, he's split. What? Reckless? What? Reki? Huh? What? Why would he go that way? Oh dear, this is really poor. Nemesis flashes, but to where? He has TP. I mean, Kairani's going to be forced to berserk. This is a disaster. Faust's going to die now as well. They've got the smite. Yeah, this is... Nemesis trying to clear the wave. Otherwise, the game is over. In fact, I think it probably is. Velia's in the river. I don't think he blows anyone up here. Nemesis needs to clear this wave ASAP. Snap the Scuttle Crab. Velia's behind. He's going to have to try and smite steal this. You have to know he's there. Here we go. Yeah, this is... he's dead. All of the pack, flash, if it's straight over the wall. Heal up off the Krugs, he's gonna die here. Yeah, went looking for the steal because otherwise his mana's all over. I don't blame him, it goes wrong. Oof, Mountain sold on Cho'Gath. Life is fine. Jackalada's impressed me watching the games. Jackalada's legitimately really good. This guy was LEC quality.
Light on my feet. Let's run.
Right. So, Ella. Here's what we need. We need to murder, theoretically, this Ahri or this Callista before they get to hit some serious stuff. Like I don't actually think the draft was that bad from LR. I really don't. However, I think Baus going for AP Galio rather than frontline Galio was really hurt. And I think the fact that they did get snowballed on has been problematic because this can happen. But they need Galio to come in like this and be good frontline, because then you can play. Nemesis also hasn't had a great game out of some good steals. Is part of the issue. You're also playing short range into Renata Cho'Gath. Yeah, like... But there's been a lot of deaths that should just never have happened. Because again, you could skirmish with this comp. You can absolutely just pounce on people and eviscerate them. But when you do it and then have your front line, which isn't existent, just die a horrible death, and you do it discoordinated, then RE5 following up on Callista doing stuff is crazy. And also, like, the objective skill became really problematic. We saw that already. We said, look, Cho'Gath Callista going to smite really easily, and they do. Also, just some really perplexing moments where people got picked off. Reckless survives. Well, we're going to at least 3 then. Fingers crossed. Our rats who art in heaven. So. Damn. Yeah, that's the one. Oof. Yeah, I mean, like, this is going to be the problem. But hang on, let me move my camera. This discrepancy in damage is unacceptable, right? Like, the Callista did double the damage of Crowley on the Kaiser, who actually had quite a poor game. Got caught by Cho'Gath, got caught by Vi, got caught by Renata all the time, and again, had a lot of tools to try and reposition. And a Galio on top of him didn't stay alive. Nemesis also, for all he had some cool steals, doing 5k damage and going 1 and 5. You are 20% of the Ahri's damage. In a comp where you have a lot of tools to dive. They had a lot of tools to be aggressive. They were very split on their targets. They were very late on their objective setups. People were getting caught all the time. Like that is always going to get you in trouble. I'm sorry. It just is. See how they do. I think they should be able to pull it back from there. Because I don't think that draft was unplayable for the rank. I actually think LR's draft made some sense. I think they fell into some traps they shouldn't have. But let's be real, that was a playable game. Okay, let me stick some music on. Boop. Keep it. This is wonderful music from The World Ends With You. Let's go with Riot Games Creator Safe playlist stuff. We'll keep it League of Legends. It's a great song though. World Ends With You. It's even copyright free because it's from a game. Right, let me get a refill on my tea. I will return shortly. But as a result, I shall leave you with my chair. Be respectful, folks. When's game 2 starting? Let me find out for you. In 9 minutes, apparently. We have 9 minutes to wait. 8:52, 51. Look after the chair for me, folks. It's a venerable soldier of many are sitting on. Curious how Nord did. Actually, that's true. Go find out. We can find out before I leave. Nord won in 33 minutes. Chachi popped off on Rumble by the looks of it. Yeah, No Way also had a good Mel game. Yeah, just a good game for them. They went Rumble, Pantheon. Oh, they did Pantheon, Varus, Rel with a Rumble. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, so basically what happens there is the first bit of CC lands and then Rumble pounds an ult down on top and you just have to sit there and take it and it's awful. So yeah, nice combo. They went for the Ahri Shinzo on the other side and just played in skirmish as well. That happens. But we shall wait for the next game. I'll return them short order. Snack, stretch legs, all of that jazz. Exactly. Thank you very much for all the follows and stuff as well, guys. I do appreciate it. If you do want to come and support me a bit more freely, I'm live on Twitch as well. So a subscription or a Prime sub always goes gratefully into my bank account. So thank you very much for that one.
See it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkest skies. The champions of the world that we defy. The soul ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the last light.
We're back in the draft. Hello, folks. Zoom. What did I miss? Let me move some cameras and stuff around. I apologize for blocking the cameras off. Still brewing because it's the second. Right. So, and pause that so we're not doubling up volume. So, Ella have got themselves Varus, very potent. Oriana, big pick for Nemesis. Can bully out Syndra early. He's actually quite good into a lot of mages. You just win out auto trades. Your skills go through waves in a way that sometimes opponents don't. And Syndra is more of a scaling option now than she once was as a former lane bully. But you do have the Ezreal. You've got the Syndra on the other side for Barcelona. Good range, but somewhat immobile, particularly Syndra. You've got a good ball carrier now in the Shin's house. Your skirmishing is very potent. Varus should get shoved into the Ezreal. You Leone here, you're guaranteed to be losing shove. Guaranteed. Okay, they're banning out the Braum. Reckless special. I would... Rel, probably not a bad ban here, actually. Alistair, also fine. Reckless had some very good Alistair games. I think getting rid of the Trundle from Thega makes some sense. Go to the Varus, go to the Ori. Mess with the Shins out very heavily. You win those trades. Also, thank you for welcome back. Hello all. Glad to have you in here. What's the music? Yeah, the Alistair ban makes sense. Last ban, I think you got with them. If you're in the Via gone, Pantheon's already banned. It's another AD option. At least Sin, actually. God. Okay. Yeah, that makes some sense. Good into the Varus and the Ori. Kind of rising in priority bit here. Yeah, makes sense. I wonder whether you have to look at something like the Lee Sin here then. You could Sejuani, Pose, or Wukong, actually. Wukong's not all for here. You are then kind of opting into 2 item spikes generally across the board. But that's not the worst thing ever. Your scaling and team fight is then very exceptional. You can punish quite heavily things like the Varus and the Oriana. Have abilities to tank up some of the CC. I think the Rel now makes a lot of sense for Reckless. He does love that pick. He's very good on it right now. I think that's fine, unless you want to go to something with more shove. I think a Nico actually is also very strong here, but they banned it themselves. Let me conjugate correctly. Ambessa. Okay, so lots of good pick CC here. Good ball carriers. Rel is a great ball carrier. Shinzo, a great ball carrier. Ambessa's not bad either. You land your first bit of CC, be that from the Rel, be that from the Varus R. Everyone pounces in. You all press R. You blow up whoever's there, and you play out the 4v5 and 3v5 accordingly. Got great skirmishing. You spike very hard at one item with the Shinzao, with the Varus, and somewhat with the Ambessa too once you get to clips, and you try and play out from there. Barcelona are looking to play for 2 items. They want Syndra to get all of her shards, Splinters of Wrath in. They want Ezreal with the 2 item spike that we've talked about for years now. We are, what, 15th year of the game in a lot of ways. Ezreal has basically always been a 2 item. Wukong, very similar. Level 11, Black Cleaver plus Sundered Sky, something like that. Trinity Force, you're very, very potent. That's a big deal. You scale very well as a jungler. You become an additional carry. You've got Shen to keep people alive. I think that's fine. Also then helps mitigate the early game power, because if you skirmish poorly, that global can be very dangerous. So yeah, if we get to 20 minutes and Barcelona even with LR, I get worried for LR. Not that LR are bad later on, but you are more potent at 1 item than you are relative to your opposition than you are at 2. Janna's okay, but it wouldn't give you a go button. It basically means as long as you've got eyes on Velia and you dodge the chains of corruption, your engage options are quite limited. Rel actually gives you more tools to make a fight happen. Who wins? I'm going to say Lost Retones, because I think it's unlikely we don't go to 3 games. However, I do think the drafts are relatively even here. Basically, the thing you want to check is if we get to plates having fallen about 14 minutes and LR are significantly behind or even, I get quite worried. Because then you're starting to get towards things like Syndra and Ezreal and Wukong all coming online. And unfortunate pauses. Let me just check what's going on with that. If I've got information I can share with you all, I'll let you know. Okay, we're back in anyway. That's fine. Not an issue.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
That's fair shot. I think my brain's being a bit more defensive as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so the thing is, Barcelona can skirmish pretty well early, but again, you're wanting items and levels and stacks on people like Ezreal and Syndra, and that is obviously a lot of your damage. Both are big team fighting comps. You do skirmish well as comps. You've got very good Shen carriers in Wukong and Leona. If you want to play aggressively, you can also help keep Syndra and Ezreal alive with them, and that's a big deal. So, lag is back. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the follow, by the way, MPK. Jeremy has nothing to do with that. Interestingly, Ezreal gets shove early. Shouldn't have. But I guess they got control of the bushes a little earlier. Maybe you're going to try and play for the gank here with the Xin Zhao coming down. In Lamine Yamal we trust. Very fair. The Xin Zhao should have a lot of agency early. And of course, it'll be the poke virus as well. So you really want this Xin Zhao to get things rolling early on somewhere. Chekalad's actually gotten a really good trade onto Nemesis. Has it been all a ruse though? Chekalad needs to do this well. Veli's not winning flash. The wind becomes lightning though. Oh, Chekalad is so screwed. Knighton's coming. Or Whiten's coming. And the exhaust. And Legolas has the roam because of the shove. Oh, Barcelona. That's why your Varus needed shove. Why were you not fighting harder for level 2 bot? Did we see... Okay. How did the Ezreal get control of this bot lane? That should never have happened into the Varus. You just don't have the AoE for it. And now Nemesis is actually screwed as well. Okay, well... Yeah, we're on the clean feed timers. They had a rolling pause thing. Yeah, this is the most up-to-date feed we have, as far as I can tell. Right, I'm gonna go get myself my cup of tea from the kitchen. No one better die while that's happening. I returneth. Do I cast? I do indeed. In fact, if you are an enjoyer of NLC, I actually cast Lost Returns on a regular basis with the NLC crew. I cast LEC. You might have seen me on LEC. My brother, my younger brother is NLC, so I cast with him quite a lot as well, if you know him. The tall, long-haired dude is also on LEC. I also co-stream LPL with him pretty much every day. So in fact, if you turn up tomorrow on twitch.tv/NLC or on the YouTube by the same, actually, I think we'll be live on Anivia's channel too. You can catch us casting LPL as well. I do some other games. I'll be doing Supervive tomorrow afternoon. Nemesis is in so much trouble. Gets away. It's Jova. It's looking pretty tricky. But yeah, I am wildly surprised the bot lane got the priority they did. I should never, ever, ever, ever have happened. And Velia is getting genuinely taken apart. Oh, he flashed. Velia's tilted. Oh, Velia. And he gets scattered the week back anyway. I mean, good grief. And he lost his Raptors. I mean, in fairness, Baus is doing an alright job topside. Do you see the sets board game FPX play against IG? I did. Absolutely. Did you think of applying for the LCK Global as a caster? I did that yesterday evening. So fingers crossed. What did I think of the JDG upset? So, I think JDG had done a fairly good job of righting a lot of the wrongs. Missing was looking back on form. Shun looked like he was in sync with the team again. Scout was playing well. Lots of stuff was looking up for JDG. They got on a 5-win streak. They'd taken out BLG. Life was good. And WE, for all we'd seen some really cool stuff in their trajectory, had yet to beat a team above 7th in the standings. They just couldn't do anything above 7th. And JDG were well and truly above 7th. Brownie flashes. It's fine. Okay. So for me, it was a massive, massive, massive upset. And Missing and Scout were abysmal yesterday. Shun was very up and down as well. Like, he had some very good games and some very not good games. All right, well, that's the ult off White Knight. But Baus TP'd as well. Hang on, good. Oh, Legolas gets a flash away and Baus is dead. Oh, dear. Well, almost good. But flash is a thing. But yeah, for me, massive upset. I think great for WE. Really, really cool. And again, I don't want to take credit away from them. They have clearly put in a lot of work to really, really improve them. The trajectory from Split 1 to Split 2 to making it into the Ascension group, having gone through the play-in stage, to actually being a decent team in Ascension, to not being able to take down big teams, to going into playoffs and taking down JDG 3-1. That's fantastic news. Nemesis is so dead. He's going to get one back. Yes, he is. Good for him. But all of this is to say that JDG, for my money, should not have lost in the manner they did. They got humbled. It was not pretty. They had some very ugly games. Missing was very poor. Arlo was somewhat absent. Hayes was trying, goddamn him. But that's just it. You can just hear Kadra screaming, "You rat!" Yes. I feel like Velia is also tilting off the face of the planet right now. Hang on. Let me just talk this. Can I? Let me just view the game properly. Let me just view it like that, Velia. Ah, there we go. That's much better. That feels exactly like how Velia was seeing. I see what he was seeing now. Yeah. Not as bad an angle as I thought. Not the best game right now. But Barcelona looks so much better than they did the other day. Playing so tilted right now. This isn't pretty. No, it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's only 2K. LR have been known to play from significantly bigger deficits. However, they need to stop giving up some stuff. It's actually over now. Probably. It's not a good start. What it is. But we've seen them not have great starts to begin with. JDG frauds. I mean, the thing is, they shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been. They were doing so much better to not be frauds. At the beginning of the split, I would have agreed with you. But I refuse to believe Scout's actually a fraud. Though I will say, spring playoffs, Scout has not won a best of 5 in spring since 2022. Which is mental to me. Because I still think Scout is really, really good. Another death over. I mean, good grief. We're going to get 2-0'd. Is Baus in danger now as well? Good all out of the Solar Flare. And the Zen Blaze goes wild. Nice, Baus. Nice. Oh, he's going to get him again. Oh, dear. Who's out? Just got Barca. Got some Barcelona fans in the Nevia's chat, I see. So. Minotaur Dragon. Who got the first one? Barcelona did. Ooh, yeah, so remember when I said if we get to 15 minutes and LR are kind of like fumbling the game, things get tricky? Well, not quite there yet, but Syndra being 2-0-3, Ezreal being 2-0 is problematic. Hell, the Shen being 2-0 is problematic. Because they're going to be able to do things like get to items faster than they should, which is not good news. If they get dropped, will you show them when they have to play tomorrow also? Hopefully. Actually, is it on tomorrow? Will it not be Monday? Check when timings are. It'll depend a little bit. Yeah, the next games will be... Yeah, it'll be Monday's the next game. Yeah, there's nothing over the weekend because LPL, not LPL, LEC's playing. Cool. Right. Dragon secured. Can they get out of the back of the pit? They can. That's a lot of summoners blown. Get out. Hey, Dragon secured for the low price of a few summoners. We'll take it. DK or JDG, who's the bigger fraud? I'd argue DK. I don't think JDG had a relatively solid regular season, particularly in the back half. Remember, they ended third. They were on a 5-win streak. Convincingly so. 2-0 BLG, the only team to do so. But, like, JDG worked, like, this was a real downswing from them in playoffs. So, I think it's DK who have been weirdly awful at points. More worried about the tilt than the matchups. DK aren't frauds because no one except Chronicler expects anything. Ouch. Two-shot barrage. A lot of plates going down as well. Harold, 2 minutes, okay. Poor Kwani, the end of his career, he was so tilted by DK, he's like, I'm out of here, I can't do this anymore. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. Well, decent chunk. So, Nemesis about to get jumped on. TP behind, flashes out. This could be not a bad moment, actually. Where's the response? Ezreal's not being pulled too far. They got the shockwave on one. Oh, nice stop on Reckless. That was really good from Checkerlad. That was really good from Checkerlad. The exhaust blows him up. Night Whiten misses the shadow dash, but that's not the end of the world. On. Right, gets to back away. This is getting to slightly uncomfortable levels of lead, actually. Now, don't get me wrong, LR have come back from deficits. LR just won as many games as possible in this tournament. And Nivea, you may have a point. Absolutely possible. It's hard to be upset over this. Barcelona's playing really well. Yeah, they are. I also think, like, I mean, there have been some tilty moments. Like Velia had some very suspect early plays. He's kind of stabilized a bit now. Titanic Hydra. I mean, it's more upfront first, a little less survivability. Okay. LO have come back from worse. Have faith in LI. What, Gunner? I don't disagree. They have. This is Omega over, isn't it? I've said that before for LR, and I've been very wrong before, so we'll see. Flash. Baus is not having fun. Hang on, Jekyll, I just got his ult up. Ooh, not quite execute. Bloody hell. Yep. Not got enough stacks yet either, actually, so never mind. There goes Herald. Picked up, no contest. Rise. Dragons, 35 seconds. Might want to look to play for that. We did get at least one of the dragons. That's helped stall things a bit. Don't actually have to fight for dragon, but I think turret would be nice. That is something back. They don't necessarily send stream money. Yes, that's the way it is currently. Which would have to change if they went to LEC. Record. You are obligated to play your players at least league minimum. Okay. Ooh, no, come back. Come on, chats. Chats, come back to me. Oh, hang on, big fight. He gets some damage down, Valley survives. Back end of it. Reckless is alright, but not for that much longer. Can they turn it around into something? Crowny being dead is problematic. Where's the rest of the damage? Velia gets one, but this is a nightmare as Nemesis needs to TP out. Can't quite kill him, but they lose the dragon. This is about as bad as it gets, folks. That is about as bad as it gets. Oof. Is what we say to that one. Oh, where the heck is my... Yeah. Well. Kill off Nemesis as well. That's... Yep. Minimize it. Oh, come back. I found it. Alright, fine. I lost one of my chaps. I don't know where it's gone. Hang on, that's really bad, Reckless. Oh dear. Let's punch him on the failure. He's alright. This is 7.5k lead at 19 minutes is pretty ugly. Faust really is the Messi this series. Faust really is the Messi. Faust really is Messi this series, looking like this, because no wonder that Barcelona is winning. I mean, they may have a point. I mean, maybe if Ronaldo was playing on the other team, things would get interesting. I hope they can pull it off, but I can't watch them. Way too painful. Yeah, well, wait and see. They've come back from crazy deficits before. Not my curse. Sheesh. Yeah, well, oh, Nemesis. Oof. This is looking a lot like the upper bracket finals. They had to come back from Flash. Reckless, that's not bad. Shockwave comes on through. Ah, Shen's come on in. Flash away. Try and jump on the white. This is awful. Okay, Baus finally dies. Legolas coming. Have we got... Where's Crowny? Oh, Crowny's just dead. Oh, God. Okay, well... Crowny has had a couple bad Varus games from him recently. Obviously, in the finals, he got jumped on a lot as the Varus. Oh, dear. I mean, the flash away meant the Baus ult didn't land. So it wasn't like he just missed. It had to be flashed out of. Yeah, it's not over. If LR lose, they still play in the lower bracket. But it's not a great scene for them, for sure. Oof, as they say. Just a bad series. They'll do better next time. Yeah, I think so. I think they've come in. This game, for me, early game was tilt. Velia was not on it. Reckless was not on it. It's left a lot of other people out to dry. I don't know what was happening with Nemesis. Like, how did they end up losing shove in bot and mid? I think you could absolutely have won both there. That didn't happen. But Bo in a difficult position, who then tried to hard force play solo queue style and didn't. And the team fights have just been difficult because, bluntly, at this point, you're into a team that team fights better than you. You're trying to blow people up, and Shen ult comes on through, and you don't have the damage to blow them up before the Shen ult means. That Baus? I mean, good grief. He's just dead. Yeah, okay, nice. That was, that one was not, that wasn't for a wave. That's just not good, is what that is. We'll get Nemesis a turret at least. Hey, they've been follow cards again. They did some weird things early. Yeah. Look, the thing is, we know, like, anyone who knows game, you know basketball, if you know ball, you know League of Legends, you have to be aware this is always a possibility with lost returns against a team that is decent. Barcelona are the LVP #1 team. They are decent. And to kind of come in with a certain arrogance saying that, oh, well, LR are just better than every other team, there's no contest, is, for me, one, arrogant, and two, misrepresenting who and what LR are as a team. And we have known that this team has very obvious and exploitable flaws, particularly in the early game, for a little while. Their strengths are also pretty damn cool. And that's partly why they have been so successful, that they have managed to basically deal with said flaws by just outplaying in mid. Early game, people die when they shouldn't. There's awkward pathing moments. There's disconnects between teammates. They really want to play for farm, which is probably why they don't fall as far behind as you might think they would, because they are unwilling to give up waves and stuff as people roam quite aggressively to make plays happen. And also, Baus is Baus, right? Like, people will target attack him for the way he plays the game, and that does give advantages over potential. All these things happen, and the problem is you go into a team who are good enough to take those advantages and then say, well, actually our comp scale's better than you, and we got the early advantage, and actually we're good enough, particularly from this lead in the mid game, to not give you a window back in the game. What do you do then? LR need to save for buybacks. The Dota enjoyers are still around. Well, Baus is dead again. I mean, Baus, what are you doing? Okay, you're trying to defend the turret, but like this also starts happening where LR are not very good at covering lanes when people are coming to attack, especially if it's not in the sense of we are going to hard force this counter punch and really, really go all in. It's not just a covering move, but an actual counter punch. And they don't do that, really. So Baus actually realistically should have had someone supporting there, or he had to give the turret up. It's one of two things. Have to be a fight, because LR, if they are covering, will often turn it into a fight. Yeah, just an off day, it happens. Yeah, exactly. Not like LR haven't lost series before. Rarely happens, but it does. They really thought some random streamers could win against the Polish power mid laner. I see we've got some Polska Gorom in chat. I'm assuming you're a Czekolad fan. Understandable. Czekolad is legit. And he's having a fantastic series. I think Czekolad has gapped Nemesis this series pretty hard, actually. And that's been a serious issue, because normally, even when the game's going wrong, Nemesis is a seriously high-value player. But remember, he did all of 5k damage last series. Or last game. That ain't good. Baron's taken for free, basically on spawn. They're at Soul Point. Gonna try and jump on a Velia who Crescent guards. Backs away. Ult for ult. Hey guys, we can chill, it's fine. You can want Barcelona to win, that is super fine. And also be totally upset and have and legitimately frustrated that LR are playing so poorly, because they are. Plays like this keep happening. Oh, Nemesis. That was poor. Don't have to be mean about it. Czekolad is the Woolite in mid lane. He's going to be perma-stuck in Nash for the rest of his life. I feel like Woolite had... Okay, I actually think Czekolad... So here's the difference between Woolite and Czekolad. I actually think Woolite, post about Season 4, actually struggled every time he came up to LEC. I actually think Czekolad, every time he's been up at LEC, has been pretty solid. I think it's been a bit of a travesty he's not stuck around. I think he's got it in a way that I think Woolite, we went, okay, yeah, the Woolite curse will flash forward and die Wild Turtle style at least twice a game. You're telling me you don't own a Baus body pillow, Jermaine? I do. It's right over here. I hug the Messi of League to go to sleep in. Jermaine, like, but by the by, just chill it a little bit. I'm poking some fun, but let's not just go over into being an arsehole. If it's alright, that's the warning. Otherwise, I'll ban you. Time you out. Something equally mean. Again, no issues celebrating Barcelona. Let's not be like, let's not throw personal attacks out there. You have been warned. All right, Barcelona now 21-3. I mean, this game is so over. Even at worst, which for sure is hard against Nemesis. I mean, yeah. There we go. This is the game, isn't it? I mean, what will I ever do? Fair point. Bye. What? No, it's not. That was a bit of a decisive game, wasn't it? Dana would have helped him. No, it would not. No, it wouldn't have. Nothing would have changed that. That was a bit of a shellacking, as they say. Let's have a look at the post-game stats. Why can I not? I am. Yeah, I mean, like, bot and mid got gapped. How come that was so depressing? I mean, yeah, kind of was. That was pretty one-sided, wasn't it? Right, guys, let me... Come on. That's the one I wanted. 1 second while I change our feed over. Ooh, I need to close that. Ooh. I can't show you this because I'm good giving feed secrets over. Right. What do we want? It is feed. Okay. Ah, I still mute. Yeah, that's that one. Oh, it's still on this channel. Ah, that's convenient. It's actually still on the same feed. Don't have to change anything. Fantastic. That's very helpful. We got about 10 minutes or so. Well, we got 12 minutes until the next game, guys. 12 minutes until. Giving a bring this back properly. Come on, baby. Oh, clean feed. Where art thou? I mean, I need to get rid of these. There we go. Ooh, that's unusual. Not what I wanted. Hello, come back to me. Not helped. There's the chats, guys. Where's the clean feed gone? They come back to me. That was weird. I'm the CFO. They won. Yeah, actually, they did go into infinity. Yeah, the clean feed just died on me. All right, stick some music back on. Run some ads. And we'll get ready for our next game. What the hell? Baby No Money? Yeah, so I hear. I'm Baby No Caster. I'm very British and not quite. But yeah, I get confused with him quite a lot. Ooh, the whole point of LR is bucking the trend of toxic pro gaming culture and atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah. Done that was so depressing. Oh, it's a team you love. Didn't do very well. It happens. Hey, gotta be fun seeing you. Yeah, it's so good to see you, Yoda has life. How you doing, Sam? Yeah, pretty well. Waiting for our next game. We should theoretically, on this feed, be getting our next series. Double check before I get myself in trouble. About 8 minutes until our next series. I'm gonna double check. Pressing out this is the right feed. It is the right feed. Okay. What time is it? Is it 8 p.m.? Yeah, we're actually pretty early here. That's not bad going. Take that. They slammed through that series. Bloody hell. When the boys upload the videos of this series as an assignment for the rest of the rats, be kind, be encouraging. Yeah, exactly, guys. No need to be mean about it. Like, again, they'll be disappointed with that, I'm sure. And that'll be a bit of an awakening, because I suspect this EMEA Masters is going to be a lot harder for the rats than the last. All I know is 99% sure Disguised is relegating. Yeah, it could well be happening. It's a bit of a shame. I like Disguised as an org. The fun concept. That was a much better day from Legolas, well, actually. Much better day from him. I had not expected that to be as solid as it was from him. How long have we got? 5 minutes till draft. Okay, well, I've got 5 minutes till draft. I'm going to run away and make sure I've got myself some more water. And then I'm good to go. Yeah, this is Prime League 1 versus Isuba, who are... Oh, Hit Point Masters is the official name of the league. I always get them mixed up. Lol. They're a long time hero. They're a Czech team. Czech team. The Hit Point Masters, is it Hit Point? Yeah, the Hit Point Masters. Who did they lose to? Oh, MBS. Oh, fun. Because basically, they win a lot of Hit Point Masters. Very, very long-standing names in there. They had Jakey in there. They had Tinks in there. They had FGG, who is great. I love FGG. He's really, really fun. Fade's pretty fun. Where do I know Ascend from? Oh, he's a French player. Yeah. Where was he playing before? Thing on Lille and Zerans, who I follow so well, but Lille I followed a bit of once upon a time. A beast. Yeah. Orbit Anonymous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Okay, he was an Orbit player. Fine. Yeah, Isuba are actually a pretty solid team. One of the long-term Hit Point Masters, the monster teams. We're back in a second. But yeah, and it's Prime League 1, who are pretty cool. This should be a fun series. You got Isuba versus CGN about to come up next on our screen. hopefully, within the next 5 minutes or so. So now is your opportunity to get some water and all the rest of it, and I'll be back with you all in a second or two. Oh, we're into draft. That's what we call timing. Hello, folks. Let me move some things around. Oh. Second. Pause the music as well. Sam, a very important question. Yes, Grumpy? Let me update stream titles as well. I think about that. There was something called a podcast. Oh, yes. Yes, there was. We need to do some more of that. Basically, what happened is that we burned out really, really hard with German lessons. We ran out of time to do things. But yes, we should start that back up again. It was actually a really cool podcast. Who wins now? I will give CGN a lot more favor because I actually think they are a very strong team in general. I will always rate the Prime League #1 seed. It's a Gurin's team, right? Reptile, for all he's been a bit of a questionable human, is quite a good player. No, we won't be elaborating on that. Google that one yourself. Don't know Phantasm as well. We'll say that. Lucky's pretty simple. Very new, isn't he? Okay, he's NNO as well. Yeah. That's right. Probably Blast, regional power, but who knows, mere mass, nothing can happen. Yeah, basically that. Shyvana! Oh, yes! That's what I'm talking about. Theoretically, it could be a top lane match. Hearing the Shyvana into Yorik's actually pretty... There might be one of those ones. If it is, I'll get Alex to come and explain it for you. I also want to check, before I forget too much, how the Nord games go. Nord 2-0'd it. Good for them. Hey, Inex on the Lucian again. My goat went late again, though, didn't it? Bloody hell. Did it need to go that late? Yeah, so basically it looks like GK had a really good game for a while, and then stalled out, and then Lala began to come back. They got a bit problematic. Man, GK lost with Infernal Soul? Elder flip happened by the looks of it. So Infernal Dragon, Infernal Soul, and 2 Elders, so 2 Barons, and GK lost. Wow, that's wild. That is not good. Sion locked in. Sorry, I got a bit distracted looking at the Nord results. So, that does not mean it's going to be the Shyvana jungle. You clear really fast. It's an Agurin special. You are really, really, really obnoxious in terms of your dragon form. It's an AP option. With the Mel, was it necessary? You are very reliant now on Reptile to do a lot of work on the MF. There's an actual team called Near Airport. Yes, there is. That's... Double Lifts team with Pobelter and Speaker over in the LTA challenges. NACL. Salt League. I think it's Biofrost is a sport as well, isn't it? Sivir and Rel. Actually, I like this Asuba draft. Shyvana, not Shyvana, Sejuani plus 2 melees to play around your solo lanes. Rel can leave Sivir to wave clear by herself. You hit mid game, and Sivir can spell shield the Shyvana E, importantly. Big one. And 2 will be able to just clear waves in the face of people trying to shove through mid, so you can play through the side lanes a lot. They're going to want to try and potentially get either dragons early or a set of grubs, basically to delay the point where they're forced to team fight, and 2, to potentially empower the Yone and the Yorick, 2 of your better side laners in the world. Yeah, TF Blade's also been quite good for that squad from what I've seen. Oh, Gurren, I'll spoil them. Yeah. I mean, he's playing Shyvana as well, which makes this very entertaining. They've got Phantasm's face covered by the Akshan because he's a big Akshan player. That's fabulous. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's a big Akshan player from memory. I move my... camera and stuff around. Could be a clone or a twin. Could be both. It's true. True. Okay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So, let's chat an early game here. CGN are going to want to try and get a Gurren to level 6 as early as possible, and use that big old wombo combo with the Alistair plus Scion charging on in to set up for massive AoE damage from Mel, Misfortune, and the Shyvana that's there to kind of be really obnoxious of early shove if they can get it. Mel is ranged into the Yone, so should theoretically get prio early, unless Yone does some silly stuff with Q at level 1. You can sort of stack it on wraps and stuff to make things a bit interesting. I think while there with the runes, not really. ETA on the Misfortune. That's not unusual. Auto Q auto is pretty good for stacking that very fast. Grass. It's the fleet footwork on the art, not the grass. Saw a little bit of that as well. Then you are getting into a kind of scenario where you are looking at trying to, for Isuba, play towards top side of the map. Be that mid, be that yard, be that top, and get them ahead. You either want to get an early dragon to prevent Soul Point coming against you too early, if you could sneak it away, or hard force for grubs to get advantages out of the side lanes. You are wanting to make sure your side lanes are very potent this game. Ascend has the ability to just clear waves in mid lane ad infinitum. You're scaling a little bit later, obviously, because you've got the Yorick, you've got the Yone, and the Sivir is notoriously a 3 item count. Not even a 2. Probably want to go Wild Arrows in Fedge, or Wild Arrows Flicker Blades. Could Essence Reaver as well. Actually, might well be Wild Arrows into Essence Reaver to... Nice flash away. Required it, though, because didn't have the spell shield up. Hadn't leveled it. That was really nice from Lucky. I think should theoretically be getting more prio bot side, purely off the fact that Misfortune's very obnoxious early in lane, even if you have got ricochets and stuff to get trades off. Fade, gonna threaten here with... Oh my god, it's FGG. Yes, it is. Hello, Zero. Good to see you. When I say FGG, my Rel goat had his Rel stolen away from him. What did FGG used to stand for? Because I remember it was a bit of a lewd name. And was basically had to go down to an acronym because they wouldn't allow his full name. But I always loved watching FGG. He was great. Bro, Phantasm looks so cool. It's Akshan's face. He's a big Akshan player. Nice kill bot side. Yep. No flash and send. Still didn't have level 3 for the spell shield. I think you just had to go spell shield level 2 into an Alistair. I think that was really silly. Welcome's going to get ganked to Gurren's here. Goes out the Dark Possession but flashes over it. Twin Bite. Got the burnout running. Slowed down. Devereaux's coming on up. Can they turn this? Welcome doesn't actually have That much to work with. The Gurin's going to take a turret shot. Aftershock proc. Sendu is now in trade roll as well, actually, here. Permafrost stack. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 2 for 1. Nice. Yorick didn't get the assist on that one, though, which is kind of sad, but hey, there you go. Impressive. GK's usually competitive team. Yeah, ooh, hang on. Damn, Phantasm. Damn. Oh, go on. Nice work from Ascend. Got the auto ricochet reset off. Lucky had burned his summoners early. Nice play. Competitive early game here, actually. I mean, CGN have got the Feats of Warfare. But that's still quite good fun. I think Sejuani getting ahead of the Savannah early is good news for them. Cull early for Sendu.
Wake up. You have a new task.
No. CGN at this point, you want to Gurren at 6, and then you want to group up to probably stack Dragon? Do you contest the grubs? Do you care? Sion probably clears well enough into most of these side laners. Like 3 years ago, I think. Yeah. When did Bar start in esports team? Yeah, about 3 years ago. Rastos against Barca. Yeah, they were the number 1 seed from LVP, right? They're a good team. Legitimately a good team. Phantasm gets to walk away, throws out the rebuttal, and the soul is snared. Doesn't quite land it. Searing volley. Flash, crash down. Reptile is so dead. Try and flash? Okay, maybe not then. I actually thought there'd be a bit more damage coming out of Ascend there, I'm not going to lie. Only on, in fact, he's only on color. I take it back. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, the downside of Shiv Jungle is you basically have to be like, don't expect me to gank early, guys. Yeah, and Sejuani gets free reign. To an extent, yeah. And you got good setup for Sejuani. Because Sejuani can be like that too. But because she's got double melee solo laners, the Sejuani's value early is a lot higher. Those are the Winter's Flow. Gurren still not at level 6. Get 6 off this camp. So this might be the time to fight. Oh, Fade. Spirit Cleave. Can look to get this anyway. Rebuttal. Can't quite get it. Nicely worked from Phantasm. Fade's now quite deep. Level 6 for a Gurren. He's still going to try and find the Dragon's Descent into the bullet time. What an angle. Oh, it's glorious. Golden Eclipse afterwards. Really nice. They tried to blow up a Gurren before he could get off the Dragon's Descent. Could not. That's Dragon as well afterwards, actually. Going to just turn at this. He's got lucky there. Burnout. Twin Strike. If it was Los Katonas, that would be really funny. I mean, yeah. Start having cat-themed squads turning up against them. Would be very funny. Now Shiv becomes a champion, basically. Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be the Shojin Liandry's build. Which is basically trying to just get as much percent like increases the damage as you can, basically. Oh. I mean, she is mixed scaling. Okay, nice dive from Sendu. That's silly. Grub secured top side. They want that. They do want that. Because, again, we said you got the Yorick, you got the Yone. That makes a difference. Okay, Lucky's gonna try and get the trample off. Does get the stun on FGG, but crashes down away. Yeah, I gotta go. Why were you? I was checking out some Shyvana build. What? I go. What? How? What? Okay, well that's unfortunate. And then gonna get a kill back there, so that's actually some really important kills. Oops. Hey, Lilu. Been a little while since I've chatted to you, and Fighter Jet's here as well. Bro, how did he die? Yeah, I know. Who knows? EMEA has division leagues? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This is ERL 1. And ERL 2 is a thing as well. So G2 Halloran. I cast a lot of that too. How's life, Lilu? Where are we at gold-wise? This is a bit of an odd spot. I mean, the Shyvana, the Sejuani is actually in a pretty good spot here. Hang on, I think Sendu's dead here. Yeah. Can he ult? No, doesn't have it. Silvera's waiting on Arctic Assault. Gurren's coming. Doesn't quite have ult, though. So I think he just dies. Afterwards, things get a bit more interesting. I think Welcome's going to try and flash, but there's the Pulverize. Throws down Dark Procession. Doesn't mean that much. This is going to get really messy. They get... That's the zombie down. Bullet time. Oh, good God. Well, there's the double kill for the Shyvana. And a third kill for Mel. Yeah. Oh, it's all right. Got a busy week and go with some more D&D session. I'm very jealous. I have not played D&D in person in forever. Stop taunting me with these things. I actually need to make a character sheet. Various reasons for things. And there's no promotion for the LEC now. There is no promotion between EMEA Masters and... At the moment. There is an NA. What's your character, Lilu? What are you playing? Give me the juicy D. That man is going to scale like crazy. Yeah, she kind of is, I think. You're also a relatively short-range comp into Mel, who can then... Mel's not that long a range, right? So if you are then quite short range, you can punish that quite well with the long range solo process. Start playing mobile rivals again, Sam. Yeah, I need to actually. Been meaning to. Not had that much time really to stream, is the honest. Playing a Tiefling Bard. Let's go. Been a hype. It's been over a month. The last session. Stop. I've got a Storm Tempest or Tempest Cleric being built at the minute, which I need to see. Who's kind of unwillingly a follower of the. Sea Goddess. You have a brother that casts LPL? I do indeed. He is also an LEC. His name is Nightmare. You may well know him. Sendu? I think he might just be dead. He's pulling a bounce here a bit. He's going the AD variant anyway. Look at this build. Just charge into the turret. Yeah, he's going to try and just attack this turret, isn't he? Can he walk away from this? I think he can. Good play. Good rebuttal. Brackets up. Cool cleric we like. I was considering for a warlock for a Fade that's actually been NLC, so the classic evil patron with evil invitations. Yeah, it's sometimes I feel like playing a warlock with a patron who's actually there to help you out is a very different vibe. Welcome. Gets the last rights there on Sendu. Nice. If I see this Yorick group this game, I'm giving up on the pick. Yeah. Welcome just doesn't leave side lane now. FGG ignited. Fade. Actually needs to be a bit wary. Fade sealed is okay, but doesn't actually catch reptile, so the damage isn't quite there. Lucky still got the ult running, but for how much longer? Ascend doesn't have the spell shield. The Gurren's waiting on the Flame Breath. Dragon's up. They can just turn to it. They got better health bars. Okay. I love my high charisma characters. So when I play, I'm quite a lot of rogue enjoyer as well. I often do charisma secondary on rogue, and basically play like rogue as a face, and kind of go as like a deception, flag my way out of trouble rogue side of it. So more like the Han Solo style of rogue. Always been a favorite of mine. I love my charisma characters. Basically, I love like that or enchantment wizards. I do enchantment wizards and get through that one. Pause. Okay, let's find out what's going on. If we're bringing us out of stream, that means there's a significant. I like that brush. Yeah, so I love enchantment wizards. Always so much fun. I wasn't big one. Going to look to find the details. Didn't need it. Hello, guys. Right. LCK feels really, I don't know. I'm getting K-pop abusive management vibes from a lot of their teams. It's... I think a lot of Korean fans have started... So there is a thing in Korean entertainment in general where fans often have quite a lot of very vocal people online in particular who force some fairly big results and... There's the pause again. Stuff out of their teams. It's a big thing in the entertainment industry out there, and that's a bit problematic. So I'm hoping we don't get too much of it in LCK, because again, there's a lot of it around like fan culture and creating all the and like doing loads of fan cams and signs and videos and engaging with content and actually buying stuff. Good God, actual investors and people who buy things from teams. That's great for the league. But some of the toxic fan culture around like the truck stuff and a lot of it's a bit. Talk about the lorries. I mean, it's a bit more than that as well. There's a lot, like, I think the stuff with Goomer and Smash became very, very like tribal in terms of which side of who you thought should be playing and what it meant about players and team managers and everyone else involved. If they weren't, it's quite difficult to watch, I think. Why no LCK? We don't have the rights, and we're LPL specialists, and it happens at the same time. I have applied for the LCK broadcast. I'd love to be on there. They had that one coming out. Good one. Ooh. Sen survived, but standing on the fire, just get off! Stop it. Gurin just about goes down. Nice pick from Fade. The bullet time was really scary, though. The Yorick is grouping. Yeah, but he's doing all right with it so far. That's a nice pick on a Phantasm. Permafrost comes on down, bought some time, doesn't have the rebuttal available still. Good pick, and Ascend gets it. Oh, this gets interesting suddenly, doesn't it? Lucky interrupts them back. Dragons in 2. I still think GCN are in a fine spot here. If they can get the next dragon, things are tricky. However, and again, you're going for the Scion who's going for the Titanic Hydra, just perma push build. Push, 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 push. And again, like, so, like, Orcs is a colleague of mine, and again, like, he's been quite vocally frustrated with a number of fans on Twitter for various reasons. I think he's had some legit reasons for that as well. There's been some problematic takes. I completely get why he's speaking out, but it's just very difficult, right? That means the broadcast, whenever you have legitimate criticism about people, even if it is in relation, saying, hey, actually, I think this person, relative to a lot of other people, they're supposed to be a top player, and they're not playing like X and Y, and people go, well, how dare you bring them up? It's like, well, if you're a top 3 team, you should be having players who are able to match up with that, and if that's not happening, that, or mid-table teams, or whoever it is, it's a big problem. Especially as a caster, you're supposed to be able to have those discussions about it. But yes, to finish the point I was having, hang on. I won't have just because this is a nasty dive. Electric Prison lands, but doesn't keep Welcome alive. He burns out. FGG's a good Magnus. What's the damage? Ascent's coming up now, but the TP coming on in. Reptile doesn't have flash. Actually in a lot of trouble because Fate can look to ult him. Doesn't need to use it yet. FGG goes down. Fancy turns up with the Burning Radiance. Lucky's still alive. Sends him into the backline. Ascent's going to get hit by the Decimating Smash. Verza's about to go down as well. Tavera's rather is about to go down as well. Nice late game Mel cleanup. Didn't even have to use the Golden Eclipse. I'm hoping I'm holding on to the correct names for oh, going good sidestep. Ooh, he's actually gonna have a lot of trouble here. Decimating Smash, missed it. Oh, Sendu. Yeah, the passive fake death mark from Yone going on Maiwomo Shinderu as he goes back into his body is a big thing. It's interesting that all pro and stuff like that in sports like NFL or NBA is seemingly more of a fun exercise. It can sometimes be that way. I agree. Yeah, I think also it depends on what your metrics are for all pro. Because one of the things you will find from Korea and China in particular is what their viewpoint is, well, if you didn't win, then you're not the best, basically. The people who succeed are actually the best players. If you're good on a team that isn't winning, then actually you weren't that good in the first. And it means they value things like worlds very, very highly. As in, actually, this was the thing that mattered. And therefore, that result will weigh way more heavily than the eye test or how you're mechanically good you were at XYZ. It means that often you'll end up with the best team in the league getting the most MVPs out of it. Less so in the West. Not that it isn't a thing. Take a lot of damage. Hang on, this gets a bit weird. Fade's got a really good angle on the side. But the rebuttal comes on through. Fade's having a horrible time. Q3. Dragon was secured, and that stops Soul Point. Yorick still split pushing top. So actually, get the Dragon in the 4v4 and have the Yorick pushing, where Sandu's horribly low. Good work from him. Hang on, those grubs are going to be really annoying. Fade needs to be really careful here. Passing more of the shield bow proc to Gurren's still quite scary though. Lucky is going to have to potentially ult. Doesn't have it. Has got flash. Bullet time is scary. I don't know whether Severo needed to flash there. Reptile also flashed. Was that coming off cooldown? I think it might be with the way this one works. No, it's not. Reptile actually flashed there. Yeah, but it's just results based, which for the average fan is very easy and difficult to argue. I mean, yes, I agree it is results based. But that's just the way they do things. I disagree with it personally. It's not how I do MVP. But yes, going back to D&D, much more important. Phantasm say he'll take the whole team on his back if he has to. Yeah, he's been playing really well on this Mel. Cosmic Drive is also significantly busted on that champion. More move speed is actually quite nice for her because she doesn't have a lot of mobility in her kit. So that alone is really good, but just more ability to spam through abilities. Great news for her. Stacks up a passive a lot faster, and that's good news. But yes, the I love playing enchantment. My favorite thing. I love actually having charisma as a secondary on wizards. Constitution is for nerds. Or what I'll do is I'll probably do like intelligent. I tend to do like mid-intelligence, high charisma, and basically play to use charm spells all the time. It's wonderful. That's a nice pick on the Lucky. They don't turn it around all. They do actually turn it around. It's being a sport. Okay, I kind of missed FGG. Once you get split enchantment to do things like hold monster on multiple people or dominate person with double enchantment. Beautiful. Maiden's gone. Herald into mid though. Actually knocks Sendu over to stop him clearing the wave. That's funny. But it means they didn't actually get the charge on the turret. Just hit the turret at that point. What a waste of a Herald. Just the memes, apparently. I think he wanted to hit the Scion and the turret and couldn't quite do it. 2 minutes on Dragon. So I think Savaro was trying to basically hit the Scion and the turret and didn't quite have the angle, so it wasn't good. If that was a misplay, don't get me wrong, but I actually think Savaro's been pretty good this game. Can they blow up the Shyvana? Yes, they can. That's actually really nice, and they're going to get Fade back. No, he survives. Sion's going to go charging on in. FGG's going to die for this. The Solar Snare afterwards. Okay, nice. Yeah, but Pulverize. Reptile's going to walk on forward. Doesn't get over the other side of the Dark Procession, though. Can keep autoing. He's still got Strut running. That's going to mean the Welcome is going to die here. Headbutt back. Welcome dies. Tries to get a Morning Mist off. They lose Savaro as well. Oh, guys. They get the Alistair, but everybody else dies a horrible death. I think you just had to reset. I know you wanted to set up around the Dragon, but that's really unfortunate. Who did that give kills to? Reptile? Yeah, Reptile. And I think we're going to look in the inventory right now of Mel. 8, 1, and 3. Yeah. Fake getting slightly more than he wanted with that ult. Yeah. Basically. Secure the kill at what cost? $30 seconds on Dragon. Where are we at item-wise? 3 items done for the Scion, who's gone Randuin's Frozen Heart afterwards to B tank. He's just gone the Titanic Hydra to have better wave clear to the Yorick. I actually hate that. It can be annoying for the Ghoul as well to manage. 2.5 items on Sivir. Same for the Misfortunes. They're about even-ish. Yone's at 2, has TP. Where's Welcome? Splitting on the other side. Rage Bar is stat for a Gurren, doesn't quite have level 16, but does have the Rift Maker and the second Mask on the way. Phantasm has 3 items. That's the big break point in a lot of ways, which is kind of hilarious, considering that the Yone is 1,000 gold up because he's got 50 more CS than Mel. And a shutdown. That's mental, actually. I hadn't quite realized that Phantasm's been dropping so much CS, but again, Mel's not the best side laner. Also hilarious to me, the Sion's 1,500 gold up on this Yorick. There we go. Lucky will pop the ult. They'll try and find an angle. Can't find it onto Ascent. Needs to back out of there. I'll probably reset, actually. Gurren's pop the ult. Can he find a Fire Breath? Hands it onto Welcome. But he gets a decent last right heal. Onto the Dragon we go. Savaro does it. Whoa, up bullet time's alright. But then the turnaround with the Fate Seal. Phantasm finally gets the rebuttal down. They're going to try and run it to Fade, who has the Immortal Shield Bow go down, and they killed off Ascend? How did the Scion get on the Sivir? How did that happen? I just wasn't... I was paying attention to the site where Fade was. Baron now started. Ascend flashed in. Is that what happened? Oh, good God. Alright, he's fine. No, he's not. And that's going to be 3 items of Baron. This game is CGN's now. Very, very hard to come back from this point. Soul Point and Baron. Gold lead is now 6,500. Yes, you've got the Sivir. Yes, you've got good scaling with Yone and Yorick and the Grubs and all these things. And that's true. But I think unless you weather this storm very elegant, I don't see how you come back from this very clearly. Welcome, gets jumped on. Gurren does so much damage now. Oh, my days. Rift Maker. Bloodletter's Curse, well, I actually quite like here. There's the pen you needed. Leandries as a result. Kind of alright at this point. Lucky is okay. Gurren just attacking that turret. Remember, at this point, Siobhan actually does quite a lot of damage to turrets, especially with Stiff Order. FGG, oh dear. Lucky, Headbutt Pulverize forward. Golden Eclipse, not even needed. Eat the Searing Volley. Does lose 2. And Servo just gets to auto people. Hang on, TP behind from Fade. That's kind of nasty. Flash to flash. Good work from Fade. Hot damn, son. This Yone is trying. What? How much HP did Mel pop from then? Unbound Soul. Well, that mutes things a little bit. I said muted and neuters together. Two minutes on Dragon. Well, our next point of call, isn't it? Fourth item just got done by this Yone. Freeze done for the Civet. Okay, so we saw the Wild Arrows Flicker Blades into the Lord Doms, by the way. So no infetch quite yet. But basically, lots of ability to spam through as many ricochets as you possibly can. Particularly with the ult. Level, just not quite level 16. That next level maxes quite a lot for Sivir in terms of the ability to do things. Lucky. Oh dear, that's a bit far. Fade survives. The Glacial Prism is solid. Turn on FGG. Sendo turns up. Okay, 1 for 1. What else was blown? Not that much, actually. Yone's 1,700 gold up. He's nearly Flame Horizon, isn't he? He's 80 CS up. Bloody hell. Well, you know, still a large number. Large number. It's like a Flame almost Horizon. A Spark Horizon. Dragon 15 seconds at Soul. Sando shoving. Yorick's like, how the hell did he get there? Which is hilarious. Managed to jump behind him and clear the wave, which is really annoying for Yorick. The roam on over now. Having a lot of time. Gurren has got the ult. Can look to ult onto someone. Savaro might be an angle. Be in. Phantasm could be in danger, but so could Ascend. Gurren can look to jump over people. Dragon's Ascent the other side. Pull back as Savaro into the Magnus Storm defies the time. Ascend is still alive. That bait shield is so good, but it doesn't matter. The Solar Snare. Oh dear. Look at Gurren on the other side. Ascend just walking at the Civet. Does a lot of work. Welcome. Gets a last rise down, but it's his own grave. He's digging. And Fades on the Dragon saying, can I steal the way? He's going to Q3. Oh my god, Gurren can die! No! That's actually horrible. Can potentially get the Dragon. Needs to Q3 over here. Can Lucky stop the... Lucky needs to get back to base. Like, now. They've got a super minion and a dream. They can do a lot of work here. He's splitting targets. Yeah, that's how you do it on the Misfortune. Get the love taps on everything. Oh, Yone's only turning up now, and he doesn't have ult. Reptile just needs to stay away. I think it's all but over. They just don't have enough CC. They killed Yone. Nice decision-making at the end there. Not clean. That is 50 kills in 30 minutes. However, I think CGN were on the whole the better team. Fade tried his heart out. Stavro also actually on the whole, outside of that fumbled Herald play, was doing some cool stuff as well on the Sejuani. I got FGG, found some big engages, but kind of got caught up between them. But I think like Ascend and Welcome really struggled to find fouls in the team fights. I don't think the Yorick split push win con ever really came online. Didn't use it properly. I think he needed to be threatening more on a side lane a bit more before turning up to the fights. And that made things trickier than it needed to be. But, you know, credit to Yasuba for trying to make plays happen there. Hey, thanks for the follow. Docs codes. Nice. Am I gonna reheat the tea leaves for a third time? I might do. I'm sure we could see damage taken at the end. Alice will be at the top. Probably. Let's have a look now. Yeah, actually, as we said, Fade really tried this game. Agurin also did a lot of work on that. Shyvana died once or twice, probably ways and shouldn't have, but was quite scary. Not bad from Sejuani, honestly. The tank, he doesn't do the same. You can sort of see where it got skittish in the mid game. It should have been a cleaner snowball than it was. It's my honest answer. It should have been a cleaner snowball than it was. But still not bad going. Mm. Okay. Is this the... Is this Reptile? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is who you're thinking it is. We will, like, again, Reptile is playing. He's here on the first place team. I'm more interested in the gameplay right now. Yes, there has been some public stupidity from that player. And by all means, Google it. Have your own opinions on it. I've certainly been less than impressed. However, that's not really relevant to the stream right now, nor is it really what I want to talk about on the Costream. That's not really fair to the team players at that point. So by all means, please do go look that up. It was a bit foolish, shall we say, to say the least. How many kills did Phantasm win with? Like 10, something like that. You'd have to. But my suggestion, dude, is just scroll back in the. If you go check on YouTube, I'm on live on YouTube as well. You can probably just scroll back and check the end of the game. There you go. But he had a very good game. You're very welcome. And just a quick heads up as well for people in my Twitch chat specifically. No issue with asking things like, yo, how many kills did we get? Yo, what was the scoreline? That kind of thing is fine. But if possible, please keep it gameplay focused in my Twitch chat. YouTube's a bit different. Nivea has different rules. But basically, just keep it gameplay focused. We've had issues in the past with betters coming in and just being arseholes when they lose. And we don't want to deal with that. It's the wrong vibes. I actually want to be so, but by all means, take the information and what we talk about, use it however you so please. No judgment here from me. But yes, gameplay focused. Only additional add to that. I'm aware I've not had that conversation. But there you go. How long have we got until the next game? I can tell you actually. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I'm gonna go put the kettle on. Take this opportunity to get some water and get hydrated and all those. And we'll be back for the next game in a moment or two. Oh, returneth. Zoom. Ah, stretching good dress snacks, everyone. Exactly. Hey, cat. A cat. A singular cat. Yo, it's initialized casting in EMEA. It is. Hey, Sylphcast. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I am doing my best to cast some EMEA. I'm not on the talent team this time around, so I won't be doing the full show, which is a real shame. I think you'll be in good hands. Rest of the squad. Was there any music there? Come. Yep. Oh. Let's move some things around. Game 2 coming up. Oh, to be a cat so innocent in the ways of the world that one doesn't understand why escaping outside is bad. Doing fine, that sounds back. Who are you in for with the NLC guys? I mean, let me have a bit of a think about that. I quite like some of the boss players. I mean, Chekolad is just really good. And I feel like he got a short straw when it came to opportunities in NLC. Well, I think BK Rog should be good. Whether they'll actually win is another matter. I mean, obviously GK got done in by Nord today, but I actually quite like GK. I think Giyu and El Ramiro are two of my favorite players to watch. Boda's also a joy. The Wilds. I want to see how Phantasma do the second time round as well. Because they had a really good run last time. That'll be interesting to try. Anyone else? KCB are quite interesting. So the Yukino is quite good fun. I think Slow Q is great. Exit Kick is also a joy. I think Calming Core should be fun. I think they're one of my favorites to make, even if they did lose finals. Pirog. I also, obviously they ended third, but I just think Lost Heretics have got their roster is obscene. Like Douglas, Sayator, Rin, and Kaiser is a very good call. I don't know Tracing quite as well, but I still think it's a very good squad. I think they could be a very dangerous team. They do the other day. They beat it for the win. Still playing against BIG right now. BIG are a good team too. Who's on BIG right now? It's Dior and Bean's team. Right. By Bean and Limit. Oh, that's a fun bot lane. Dior has improved. I don't think he's good enough necessarily. Win a mere match. But he's definitely improved. Yeah, I think Lost Heretics might be quietly quite a good team there. I mean, that could be quite a fun match against Big as well as a result. Anyway, let's talk about this draft. I'll minimize for me. Uh-oh. Weird. Fandom's gotten very, very intensive. Big vs Heretics is a Monday match and rematch. Big stomped them a little bit. Okay, interesting. That's actually good to know. I didn't catch that game because I was doing it on one of the other games. But again, one of the issues with this format is it's very hard to track exactly what happened in all the different games. I have to trust other people's opinions on stuff. Right, anyway, let's have a bit of a chat about this draft. So, Senna, for those who've not seen it, it is a farming Senna these days. You're going Static Shiv into Black Cleaver mostly, though occasionally Rapid Fire Cannon. Shiv allows you to clear waves fast. So you don't have the issue of the Senna having no wave clear thing to you. You're looking for about 60 souls in 20 minutes. You still scale obnoxiously well. You're a great team fighter. Your range gets very obnoxious. Very, very strong right now. Leona shins out great skirmishing. You've got a global to work with as well in the Dawning Shadow. On the other side, you've gone for Nautilus and the Trundle. Trundle messes with Xin Zhao something fierce. It's a miserable matchup for Xin Zhao. If you get the hook into the pillar, bad times are happening. You've got the Ziggs as a kind of global threat of your own. You can kind of try and match some of the scaling with the Senna, and allow also the Nautilus to follow the Leona on Rose. Ambessa, dive buddy with the Nautilus, someone set up for the Ziggs ult. You need another bit of hard CC. I think that's the thing you're lacking here. Because really, you need FGG to hit a lot of hooks this game so far. Yeah, Group of Death with BK Rog, Big, and Heretics. Yeah, that is a mental group. I'm sorry, that is just not a fun group. LC is more fun. I know LCK is often a little bit slower. I grant you that. However, the mechanical prowess and macro prowess on show, I think is super, super cool. And I just really like the broadcast as well. It's some of my absolute favorite casters out there. They're great to fun watch. LPL is also fun. I mean, yeah. I'm an LPL caster right now in my downtime, so absolutely agree with that one. LP is a bit weaker this year. Yeah, they definitely have been. I think BLG is finally back on top, but I think a lot of our top teams dropped down quite a lot, and they've been very, very inconsistent. Like, JDG dropped out of playoff. They were very inconsistent. We saw what Top Esports was doing going up and down. Anyone's Legend, I don't know where they're going to be on any given day, depending on whether Tarzan and Kyle are the best sport jungle duo in the league or not. I think BLG are finally alive again, and that's great. But I need to see what happens when they need to actually play a different playstyle where Beige One isn't just basically saying, I shall play Psycho, follow me, and they go, cool, we know how to play again. Anyway, drafts come on through. CGN got themselves two very long-range carries in the Hui and the Senna. Good brawling front line with the Poppy and the Xin Zhao and the Leona. Other side, though, Yasuo. Okay, so Yasuo can be very annoying for Hui if you can wimble some things like his Devastating Fire or his Grim Visage. You have actually got a surprising amount of setup in the Pillar, in the Satchel Charge. We've seen a bit of I've seen a bit of Zig setting up for Yasuo, actually. You can land a good Yasuo Satchel Charge in the Nautilus Depth Charge. Does Ambessa ult? I think it will, because it's suspension, you know. I think Ambessa ult also counts for a Yasuo well. Double check. I had to move my... And you got lots of dive with the Yasuo, exactly. I do think your CC is a little bit limited or conditional. It's a Q3 on a Yasuo, it's a Astral Charge. I mean, Nautilus is good, but then you've got like Pillar as well. So you don't have like the easiest setup for some of your skill shots, and that can be a bit problematic. But the Wombo is there. It's good dive. I think you probably have the better side laners overall, though Poppy does make Yasuo and Ambessa's life hell in a side lane. And if it's an extended fight, Senna and Hui get very annoying, and you can get poked out quite easily. Let me go get my frontal pillar knockup. Exactly. I mean, that's basically it, but it's a lot of single target stuff. Question is, can you get an important target? Like, are you ever going to be close enough to get it onto Hui or Senna on a regular basis? Anyway, let me get go get my tea. I will ask Alex about the Ambessa question.
Minions have spawned.
Back. Has anyone died? Oh, someone has died. Oh, my days. I got my tea and someone died. Oh. Who died? Who died? What happened? Someone fill me in. I am wroth. With thee. Sam is now Che, yes I was. Thoughts on LEC? I think G2 looking a lot better again. I think Fnatic, once again, had serious issues that they didn't solve in ways that they should have been able to. And that's Fnatic. I think KC is still quite good. I think Movistar Koi are quietly decent, but I don't think they're going to necessarily be able to overcome Carmine Core or G2. And they're actually pretty solid teams, very creative as well. I think we've seen a lot of creativity out of LEC over the last few years, and that's great news. For better or worse sometimes. I think Gen G is going to turn up to MSI and traumatize most folks. I have no idea where LPL is going to be. I just think LPL in general this year has been all over the place. A lot of people who should be performing is just not. The answer? ESB wants another 50 kill game with that comp. Absolutely. That's the plan, right? Oh, Severing Bolt was nearly very nasty. Stavro's going to get a good pillar here. I think Lucky could be in danger here. Hang on, needs to get over the other side of these minions. Okay. AL fans unite. Sylvcast gets it. Exactly. I mean, actually, what Sylvcast? Is your name from Sylveon? I'm kind of trying to remember exactly where it's from. At least Shadow died. Shadow did good work. There it is, and so there we go. So I think, where do I know this name? And I was like, oh no. What that combination? You know that Nivi's using your stream? Yes, I did. We are doing it as a collaboration. Don't worry not. That is something that is a known thing that I am working with Nivea to do that with the LPL as well. But thank you for warning me. Worry not. It is above board. Okay. Reptile. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries. Appreciate you looking out for me. Then it's played in. Reptile does some damage. Last Embrace. But nice buffer there from FGG. So this is kind of fine for CGN, because again, for all you've got a Shinzao Poppy, your scaling is really nasty this game. Not that it isn't for ESB, but because you're very melee focused and you don't have a traditional AD carry, you are a very mid-game focused team when like the burst is at its strongest, before people got enough resist to survive, before Senna starts healing people through stuff, and it gets quite tricky. Wait, is that East Pigeon and Nivea? Quite possibly, actually. The Nivea highlight. Yeah, highlights YouTube. is the one. It's much slower early again than the last time. Has to be said. Has to be said. Game is very CGN so far, very slow, just trying to scale up. Yeah, I mean, exactly. You got away, you got to center. Fine. Oh, what are you saying? This way. 21 souls. Lean so you can read the center souls. I have to admit, I'm rooting for the Screaming Death Ball this game. It should be fun, but exactly, you are running a Death Ball. You've got 4 melee champions with Ziggs trying to back them up. Oh, Fade, nice combo. Phantasm needs to flash, won't do it. Fade was really trying last game as well. That Yone was terrifying. So he goes from one Wind Brother to the next and immediately gets a solo kill. That's really good work. The pickup of the grubs. Now, don't leave, Reptile. Go pick up the... Go clear up this wave. I actually think you should be looking to get the souls from them. Anyway. What Reptile needs to do here is clear this wave, then go back into the river, pick up the souls, and then come back to mid lane. Then do. Should be alright here. Gets the hammer shock down. Good. Pressing guard, hit by the dredge line. I think this is looking a bit messy, but nice. E over the wall. How many of the knockers give vision of Senna and E? Oh. Now that's a good question. So everyone needs to flash out. Mega Inferno Bomb sucked. FUG gonna get hit by the Severing Bolt. It's not as slow, really. Fade, misses Q. Good hook! Oh, lucky. Flashes away. Fade can't get through. The Molten Fissure's really annoying. Last Breath is back up. Oh, dear. Hang on, Severo's gonna die. Severo's gonna die. Nice. And Phantasm's still alive. The Q3 again! Oh my god, Fade's about to slide through them all. He flashes out. Reptile flashes over, but there's a last embrace coming on through. Does get that one. Got a barrier to work with. Gets FGG as well. Pick up the soul. Thank you. Gets a second one. Okay, so how did that end up being? 4 for 1? No, 3 for 1. 3 for 1. That's actually really good for CGM. I am so surprised Lucky survived there. Any hard displacement does? Does it? So it actually gives you vision in mid Curse of the Black Mist. You will get vision of someone like that. Obviously, one of the big things is you are very difficult to target in Senna because you can hit someone, right? But if you need to target someone, there's a world where Senna E prevents you from being seen, if you see what I mean. Flash, charging the wall, severing ball. Ah! Really nice combo. Welcome got ankle snapped. Yes, knockouts real for short duration. Okay, cool. Including allies in there? So obviously it will for Senna. Will it for allies of Senna in there? I'm assuming the answer's still yes. Fade. Fuse through the wave. Does get the knock-up. Again, Phantasm falling quite a long way behind here. Fade is legitimately a very scary player. I haven't seen too much of Fade before. CGN was really fun drafts in Prime League finals. Vayne Fiddle bot duo in Game 4. I heard about the Fiddle support. I didn't see the game, but I'd heard from a few casting colleagues that they'd done that one. Very entertaining. Gurren getting a fair amount of damage onto Welcome, but gets hit by the lacerating Sundering Slam, that's the one. I think bot side turret is about to fall here. Yeah, I mean, you're just going to Ziggs this, right? And you get 3 gloves and you still lose first turret. Oof. Nice. Public Execution. Phantasm's in so much danger. Solar Flare. Dawning Shadow. Phantasm gets the... That pull was so good! Okay, ends up being a 1-for-1. But the Tranquil pull there, plus the Dawning Shadow with so many shields. That is an insane 1-for-1. ESB's comp wants to turn this into an ARM. It does a bit. CGN is one of the teams I'd love to see win. I think they could be a lot of fun. I agree. I think there's some really fun players on here playing some really fun champions. I think we could have a really cool match between them and Lost Returns quite happily. Endo gets turret topside. I don't know. Hang on, I've got the play button here. Okay, let me just press it. There we go. Got my stream deck up. Okay. Turn my camera up briefly so I can look at this. 1 second, guys. Come on. Wrong thing. Oops. That's how I have my camera set up. It's like a separate team. I can import into something else. Not me misclicking there. Absolutely not. Would never do that. Professional, by the way. Only 40 souls, though, isn't super great from Reptile. It's only 13 minutes. I take that back. That's probably about on track. I take that back. And one of those infinite dimensions the game's not paused. Yeah. This ain't LRB, but what the heck is this? It started as that. Eden, that game finished an hour ago. If you rewind in the VOD, you can go watch the VOD, but the game ended. No spoilers from me. But yes, the LR series was earlier on this evening. Okay. Zen survives. Just about. I thought that Dawning Shot had him, actually. FGG hit by the wind because like Sendo's off on a really good flank angle here. I think FGG could end up dead here. Hammer shot. And they charge him to the wall. Zen's play. Charge to the wall afterwards. Good. Turret aggro juggling. Eclipse buys a load of time. Sendo's going to flash for the hammer shot. Nice work. We'll probably die here. But I think he's okay with that. Yeah. Stavro's going to get him. Being subjugated. Actually, the blast cone. Oh my god. Just about gets jumped. But the turret in mid lane falls the result. That's fine. That's more than fine. ESB have got the first two Drakes, though. That gets a bit more interesting. Welcome. Public execution. Barrier. Still don't know whether... The Ambassador is a suppression, right? I don't know whether whether it's a suspension. It's what Nami Q is, for example. In which case, you can Yasuo ult off it. Or whether it's not. Okay, FGG is going to die here. 3 Talon Strike, Severing Bolt. Yeah, good combo. Oh. It's a suppression, yeah. So the thing is, Shocks Codes, is the... Because obviously in the animation, right, the person hit by the public execution is lifted into the air. Does that trigger Yasuo ult? And I don't actually know, because I've not seen that interaction. And that's the question, is what kind of suppression is it? Is it a suppression with an actual airborne element, in which case it's actually a suspension? Or whether it's not. Or whether it's just visual and not actually something you can do that. The question is whether it would trigger a Yasuo ult option. Because is it a visual thing with the person being lifted up, or is it an actual airborne? Which say Nami Q is, which is a suppression with airborne concept. Hang on, phase. Nice Q3. Still get hit by these severing bolt. He's dead. Nice combo. Nice combo. Alright, Lucky. That's very deep. Dawning Shadow buys some time. He's just keeping them interested. In they go. Wonderful route with the last Embrace. TP behind. Phantasm's here, as is Sendo. They split targets wonderfully. Ascend's hit by the Severing Bolt. Now Savaro is going to have to flash on out. And he tries to flash the other angle. Won't do it. Where are you even running to? I mean, honestly, I don't think you why burn the flash there? You're dead anyway. From Mobalytics, yes, Ambassador of the Public Execution will trigger Yasuo's ultimate last breath. Stuns and suppress the target, place them in an airborne state. Okay, so yes, in that case, it is a suspension. Fine. That's actually very good to know. Appreciate you hunting that one down, Chucks Codes. Thank you for the hard work. Remember when we said it was a slow game? Yeah, not anymore. And suddenly it's a kill a minute. Reptile? He's got Sendo around. I don't know about... Last Embrace is good. Gonna get hit by the depth charge, and that's gonna be last breath afterwards into the public execution. Good knock away. Hang on. That was a wonderful keeper's verdict. Sendo. Chef's kiss. I thought Reptile was a dead man. That'll do. And Herald Charge bot. Dragon's live. Beautiful stuff. That'll actually be feat of strength, ironically, at this late in the game, because no one's managed to get all the objectives required. Poppy coming in clutch. Yep. Huge gold bound to save too, very much so. 304. They'll be on track for about 60 souls at 20 minutes, which is good news. Oh, needs to be a bit wary there. Hang on. Gold flat. Lucky. That's a bit of a shield bash. Needs to back away. This is a bit challenging. Agura's on the wrong side of this. Goes back in. Crescent guard. Nice pickup. Really good work. Lucky survives. Gets the shield from the Tranquil Pool. I will say, Phantasm is doing a really good job with those defensive swells on Wei. Welcome hit by the wind becomes lightning. Severing ball. Oh, force the flash because he read where the Drakehound step was going to be. That was very nice. Good amount of orders down. I think it's out of Khan, isn't it, as well? And the feat of strength. Nice. Vulcan want to try and fight there. They are coming. There's not taking that fast. The only thing is, because you've got a center and a way, your actual kill time on this is very long. If you pick it up, Phantasm meets a lot of damage there from the Ziggs bomb. Jesus. Agura's in danger, keeper's verdict is shocking, but the Dawning Shadow will keep people alive for a second or two. Reptile's trying to run, he's in a 1v3 though, and will die. They did trade 2 at the back end of that though. There's now a 3v4. Lucky dodges the Steel Tempered. Sendo, full HP, welcome, with very little to work with. Crushing more just wide, but the devastating fire is anything but. Charging to the wall, gets a shield, should just go down. Trying to Drakehound step his way on out, but unfortunately, that's a Dragon Slayer Poppy there. Gonna jump on forward with a nice heroic charge angle. The Yasuo falls as well. And the Wind Brother falling down to a stiff breathe. Breeze, not breathe. Wrong conjugation. Wrong word, actually, but there we go. A cat crying there. I'm sorry, a super fan. Not having an easy time here. Nade's actual hands on the Yasuo have been very clean. Just a tricky fight there. I get what they were fighting for. Quite work. And now they've got a ridiculously strong Shinzao in front of them. And a Senna with a lot of souls. Poppy's a menace. Like, this is just not a very easy game from this point. You are obligated to all in when you don't have the damage to actually all in. That's going to be a serious issue, because you hit a point with comps like this, right? Right, we have to go all in. You go all in, you don't actually kill anyone, then you're all in melee range, and then you get run down by Poppy and Shinzao and Leona, just seeing you to death and preventing you dashing, while Senna heals them all up and Wei mashes you with all of his spells. Like, it's not a fun time. And it's a Yasuo conundrum, right? Where you have to go all in to play the game, but your percentage chance of winning those all-ins gets narrower and narrower. I mean, until later on, like, you hit a point where, like, 3 items comes on through, and suddenly a wombo combo can still work, right? No exhaust this game either, actually. I think when Ambassador and Yasuo could have been an option for Lucky, but hey, one of the anti-heal, Fade. Fade's losing to a Shinzao in a 1v1. He's down a level. Oh, he misses Q3. There's 3 Talon Strike. Oh, no. The Yasuo memes are coming true, as it was foretold. Yo, you can sing and have a Star Wars wallpaper? Leave some more for the rest of us. I'm sorry, shit. Sorry, it's true. It's true. Nice to see you over on YouTube as well. Hope you're having fun over there. I need to sort out the thumbnails there. I've just not got thumbnails, is the honest answer. Severing Bolt. Sabro. About to get blasted. Is he? I think he might be. Hang on, Sendo's coming over. Oh, FGG's got as well. My goat, no. No, FGG, not like this. And that, my friends, likely the end of the game. I remember these FGG games. Yeah, me too. Me too. Do something quickly here. I've turned that off, haven't I? I have. Good, okay. Zendo eats some damage. Fade might now be in danger. Or rather, Sendu might be in danger as Fade turns up. That's the wrong way of putting it. You're in a 1v5. I don't think you win that. However, you do give a dragon over on the other side. Little unfortunate to give the shutdown over. Ziggs is... If there ever was a win con, Ziggs hitting the mother of all ults with a load of gold is probably it. Probably it. Okay, Dawn Shadow. He's solid, but Reptile, good flash out required. I think they... couldn't keep him out. Unfortunate. And then Agurin is just so strong on Shinzao. This is the problem when Shinzao gets ahead. He becomes such an insane extra carry. Even if he falls behind, the value out of Crescent Guard and the 3 Talon Strike is really, really high. Because he basically gets to a point where his cooldowns are so bloody low, he can charge on him, auto once, have you knocked into the air because he stacked up 3 Talon Strikes somewhere, and then just keep chasing you down. It's very annoying. Oh yeah, it's always pleasure watching. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to say hey. I'm a little sad I don't get to stream so much on my own channel as much anymore. So it's nice to be able to come over and say hello. So, what do you... I mean, it's Izuba are doomed, right? They're 13k behind. And they need... They need to kill a girl. Oh my god, this shit sounds... This shit sounds very unfair! Very unfair indeed. Knocked up by the Keeper's verdict. Zenith Blade! A public execution, but it's from Bessa! I don't know why I've decided to go for weird Gollum Dobby voice combination. I apologize for all that was involved. They got a shutdown, hooray! I still... Oh my days, Enduring does so much damage. He's 10! He's 11-0 with 10! Oh my days, there's Shinzao! He's gonna try and kill them all. How many is he on? Double, okay, not quite everyone. Jump on his head, he's gonna try. He's looking for a fountain penta. Holy moly, this guy is so busted. Great game from Agurim. This is why people are picking Shinzao, guys. Your skirmishing is very powerful early, and if you do get ahead of curve, Shinzao used to fall off a lot. New items mean that doesn't really happen. It's got a lot of sustain. It's got an insane target access, because if you hit a Wind Becomes Lightning, your ability to just jump to someone is insane, and then you will outburst them. Crescent Guard gates you makes you insanely tanky. I think if you want to nerf Shinzao, you have to gate or reduce his healing. Probably. And probably up his E cooldown. It is far too easy for him to get through multiple audacious charges in a fight. Yeah, I just think Shinzao is too good at too many stages in the game, particularly if he snowballs. It's pretty damn silly. We'll have a look at the post-game stats. And then I might call it here. We'll see. Right, let's see what it is. There's Mystic music on while we're waiting. Boop. GG, that was truly some peak League of Legends, correct. Oh, man. Look at that Shinzao damage. That's just a melee bruiser you're doing that. I mean, sometimes that happens, right? You just can go in a fight and keep fighting. Oh, my days. That is mental. Folks, I'm probably going to call it here because I've got LPL tomorrow morning and keep my voice in check. Thank you for coming and for working with me. It's been a really good time. Anivia's chat, I'm going to say goodbye to you for now. It's been a pleasure. Let me end the stream for you guys. We're back Monday, probably, unless I'm doing G2 Hell stuff, because they're in playoffs, and that's a paid gig, and we take the money where we can get it. But otherwise, I'll be streaming EMEA Masters then, so do keep an eye on this one. Do follow the channel if you've not. Please do subscribe if you can. Send some love. Thank you all for coming on and hanging out here. It's been a time. No, not a problem, Cap. Thanks for coming on in. Please do follow me on my various socials. You can see them up there. And initialized casts on pretty much everything. I even make TikToks and short videos now, so please do come and show some love. I love you all very much, very dearly. Time to end the stream for Anivia and send you over to someone if you're on Twitch. So until then, have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow. Anivia there. However, for the side of Twitch, let's see who we're going to send you over to. Who is on? Who can I send you over to? Have a look. Logged in. Easy way of doing this. Dashboard. There we go. I am. Okay, let's see. Stop. 1 second. Pick it up. Who's on that I follow? Tiff is on. Trouble's on. Damn, Trouble's been going a long way. He's on as well. Tom's on as well. Let me send you over to G. G's lovely. She's a wonderful League streamer. Does a lot of work with the NLC. Is part of the Bulldogs org, and it's just cool people. So I'll send you over to her. Do say hey from me. Be kind. I'll see you all very soon. For me, though, I'm going to say goodbye.